the net.
Those little things to make you what you are.
Zero, 3, 1, 2, 3, 0.
Let's go. 1, 2.
Yeah, we're strong on family here. Like, I look at all my teammates as my brothers, and that's how we carry ourselves on and off the court.
You heard about free college?
It's free.
It's free.
It's free. Recent high school graduates from the classes of 2020, 21, 22, and 23 can attend CMCC for free. The free college scholarship pays 2 years of tuition and mandatory fees. No income or age limits. What are you waiting for? It's free.
Leaving CM with no debt is going to set me up for my future.
Visit cmcc.edu/free for details.
So we'll save that for between innings.
One out here. That pitch driven to left, and that one's going to be a track meet as the left fielder Wilcox will track that one down. Ducharme scores. McWhinney scores. Hooker rounds third, and he will score. That'll go in as a 3-run homer for Keith Hooker, and the Mustangs take a 5-0 lead.
Have to find somewhere that you feel comfortable.
Having positive relationships and having people that you can connect with.
That's a big reason why I decided to come. They're going to treat you as family.
I didn't want to just be like lost in the crowd someplace. I wanted to make connections with people.
There's so many reasons why I chose CMCC.
Everybody here has your best interest at heart.
CM is such a close-knit college that they actually do care about you being successful.
When I went from high school to college, I was extremely nervous. Once I got here and realized what it was like, it's a lot of fun.
From the moment I started correspondence with CMCC, they were just always checking up on me. It clearly lined out for me what I needed to do to get here.
The college is really committed to making sure to stay on top of the latest technology.
The instructors here, they're so passionate about what they do.
There's a great student-teacher ratio. I wasn't just a number in the crowd.
They work really well on a one-on-one basis with the students to make sure you understand the material.
I didn't want to go into debt when I went to college.
I've saved thousands of dollars.
Campus is great.
Everything is right here, so it's easy.
I mean, it's a small campus, so they always have activities for us to do.
I've never been part of a team like this before.
You just come together on and off the court. That's what really pushes CM over the top of everybody else.
Anybody that steps foot on this campus won't want to go anywhere else.
It's a great place to go to get your start and to determine where you'd like to go in the future.
I can easily transfer credits to any college of my choice. If you have a good foundation like Central Maine Community College gives you, you can really go anywhere with it.
My whole experience here has just been building up my confidence.
For me, this is my place. This is my home.
It's one of the greatest decisions I ever made.
When I walked through these doors, I was just blown away.
This is insane. It just caught my attention immediately.
This is the first place that I've seen like this decked out. It's pretty sweet.
This is a grand opening for our esports arena. We're talking 1,600 square feet of pure technology.
Like, I'm shaking being here. It's so cool.
There's nothing like it in Maine. We're ahead of the curve here.
It's definitely a big market, something you can make a living on.
I've always had an interest in esports.
We're treating it like an extension of our athletic program. And then in addition to that, we're starting an esports management degree program.
It's just a different community for me to be a part of.
It really just helps me just be myself. It's just really fun.
This will bring students together. That's what's happening, and that's what esports is.
To me, it's beautiful, and I want to live here.
I practice, me and him, when we're matched up against each other, we just make each other better, and I love playing with that kid. He's one of the most unselfish players.
Threes with Noel, and Noel won that. Hank into space. Blewin shoots. That's deflected and put toward goal. The flag stays down, and it's 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, it was incredible. I spent 2 years here. When I came in, Matt Biot had just got the head coaching job, and he was really trying to turn the program around, and it was awesome to be able to see that growth throughout that 2 years that he was able to lay that foundation on, and it was everything you could have asked for here. I mean, the school treats the players awesome, and the facilities just amazing, top notch. So I loved my time here, and recommend it to anyone, really. I mean, top notch program. Yep.
Yeah, I'd say we all got along really great, really fast. Like just from the first week that we all got here, I think everybody was able to mesh well, and then
the area, it got all the way through. Johnson was close. Now played in the middle, and a shot up high for a goal. It's Nonowitz. Just 36 seconds into this second half, Allison Nonowitz has doubled the lead for the Mustangs.
Well, that's the start. Mustangs were looking
all the
for
props
right there.
in the world are the guys on the bench. From people that just came out, people that may not be playing that much. I mean, when you got 12 guys out on the court giving you high fives and you make a simple play like that, it feels good, and it's a good team feel, not just an individual feel.
It just feels like home.
It's a diverse place. I learned a lot here.
It really is like that perfect stepping stone, and TRIO even articulates that more so.
TRIO is a government-funded program that has tons of resources.
They help you with real-life problems.
If you didn't know how to write a resume when coming here, TRIO will help you do that, and they'll help you apply for scholarships.
Time management.
They helped me to find a mentor for my business classes.
I took statistics over the summer, and if it wasn't for one of the tutors at TRIO that helped me, I don't think I would have passed.
There's a student services office.
It says the Success Center. It's kind of like the hidden gem in the school.
All the advisors are there. Really any time you can just pop right in, say hi, or you can make an appointment. I want to be a labor and delivery nurse.
To create my own business. That is my goal.
I would like to start my own clothing store.
My dream is to be a chiropractor.
It's not easy to be in college, and I need someone to say, hey, you can do this.
Once I got into the nursing program, I went straight to TRIO. I told Terry, I just got accepted, I'm crying, and she was there to celebrate with me.
They push you to succeed.
They understand me, support me, and encourage me to do better.
Yeah, for me, TRIO is a family.
I'm just very grateful for TRIO because their tutoring program really helped me out throughout my college journey.
They have so many resources.
You have your advisor, you have all that tutoring.
It's free. Anyone can apply.
If you don't apply, you don't know what it has for you.
They've helped me so much just being here.
I mean, it's awesome. It's unlike anywhere I've ever really played before. When you're this close, to the court, not a lot of college courts especially are like that. But no, I mean, it's awesome when you get to turn around after you hit a three and you're close enough to give the guys on the bench high fives, or turn around and look at your buddies in the stands and give them high fives. So it's a good feeling when you hit one right in front of either one of those.
Like, when I go in, I just want to do whatever I can to help us as a team.
The better that I work with everybody else, the more that you can see it on the scoreboard.
I mean, we all flow together, so whoever's hot, we just try to give them the ball. And we're a family, so, you know, if someone's hot, we give them the ball, and they're going to do their thing. And if they don't have it, the ball's always going to come back around. That's what you got to think. And we're all here to win, so, I mean, one prize, you know?
It's just about being a team player. My job is my energy off the bench and my aggressiveness on defense and offense, so I did with that today.
Goal headed away by the Knights. Isidoro Dominguez played outside. Atwood, shot, goal! And that was not Atwood, it was 20, not 2. Sasha Bruno kissed that off the underside of the crossbar. And it's 2-0. A goal in the 6th minute. So 2 early goals for Central Maine. And Sasha Bruno has his first.
It's all about chemistry and gelling and playing together.
Under the lights here in Auburn on the campus of Central Maine Community College. It's the second half of our doubleheader tonight. The CMCC Mustangs, the men's team this time, taking on the Maine Maritime Academy Mariners. I'm Rob Kennedy along with Rob Munzing. If the men's game can be half what the women's game was, we're in for a treat. 10 goals in that women's game shared between the two teams in a 5-5 draw. I would not expect to see that same kind of thing tonight, but I do expect a very physical and very entertaining clash between these two clubs.
I think it will be. We had to get off the year quickly there so that we could get ready for this game when we get back-to-back games like that. So Natalie Tracy, 2 goals and an assist. Edge Nutrition Player of the Game. For the women's, we'll have the same setup for the men's game as well. One of the Mustangs will be the Edge Nutrition Player of the Game, thanks to Coach Palmer, his family business, Edge Nutrition, for sponsoring our Player of the Game. And maybe we'll try to get, if Natalie's here, we'll try to get her on maybe at halftime of the men's game. A little stranger setup here, Rob, for this game, the way they're going to play this, and I'll let you speak to it.
3 30-minute periods, almost like a hockey game with 5 minutes intermission in between. So gives more opportunity to sub for the coaches and change things up and take some breaks and kind of adjust more than once during the game. They can adjust twice, so that's why they're doing that tonight in this friendly. Central Maine Community College 11-2-2 last year. The Yankee Small Conference champs for the second straight year. Last year knocking off the Albany College of Pharmacy and Medical Sciences 1-0. They played in the Division II National Tournament, won their opening match against Cincinnati Claremont 2-0 and lost in the next round. Berkeley College of New Jersey knocked them off 2-1 was the final score. Maine Maritime Academy 5-10-1 last season. They gave top-seeded Husson a scare, though. In the North Atlantic Conference quarterfinals, they lost a very hard-fought 3-2 match. We saw Husson last year. We know exactly how good that Eagles team was.
Yes.
Maine Maritime Academy to play them closely in a quarterfinal matchup speaks to the quality of Billy Shannon's team. And haven't seen them here, though. They didn't play last year. I don't think they played before. The women, of course, did play in Castine last year. The men, I think, are facing the Mariners that I could find for the first time. So should be an interesting clash tonight. See who the goalkeepers are going to be. I would expect both managers will use both. I know Reagan Moynihan is going to start for Billy Shannon's Mariners. I think Arno Nagasaza is set to start for the Mustangs, but Davin Cloutier is out there as well. So we'll see who comes out and gets in between the sticks. New goalkeepers for Maine Maritime. Trevor Gray got most of the starts last year. Maxwell Timlin the other 4. So you have 2 brand new keepers, 2 returning keepers for Central Maine Community College. Nagasaza got most of the starts last year. He got 12, with Cloutier playing 4 games last year as well.
Well, you always feel good about it as a coach. I'm sure Coach McCormick does as well, having your keepers both back. That is a huge advantage.
A lot of new faces on the Central Maine Community College Mustangs team. Naman Wahid, Zelda Mukala, Ordi Bimbi. They're all new. Jeremiah Gomez, Tiro Nong, Alfie Bashford coming from Knutsford, England, and David Nzuzi, who I saw last year playing for the Brunswick Dragons. All new players on this Mustangs team.
Of course, Brunswick, one of the premier soccer programs here in the state of Maine, Rob, year in, year out. They are always at the top of the list when you take a look at soccer programs.
You're a bad man. And it will be Nagasaza who gets the start for Central Maine Community College. And coming out is 00 Reagan Moynihan. He was on the field by himself warming up earlier. So he will get the start for Maine Maritime. Maine Maritime wearing the blue. They've got the white numbers. They'll be attacking from right to left. Central Maine Community College wearing the reds here at home, as they usually do. They'll be attacking from left to right.
Yeah, we're trying to get the attention of coaching staff, try to get a player over here to do a pregame interview, but they were warming up well down in the corner, and our waves went for naught. But we'll speak to coach and make sure that we get that done all the time. We're kind of locked in here at the table here, and sort of send up a flare or something to.
8 o'clock start time. We'll be right around there. It's 8 o'clock right now. Actually 8:04, so we're a couple minutes late. Weather still very nice here. 67 degrees. No chance at all of any kind of rain today or tomorrow. Friday's a different story. I'm sure we'll talk about that as we look at our upcoming schedule later on in the nights. No wind to speak of either. So weather absolutely not a factor here.
Yeah, you would take this for every single game of soccer or almost anything that you're going to play for a nighttime contest for the rest of your career. It's perfect conditions to play.
John Dickinson, 3 goals last season. He's number 7. He'll kick things off. The boys in blue, Maine Maritime. As we are set and underway. Worked on that far side. That's Xander Fortuna Ramos. A couple of goals last year. On that far side, and a tackle made by Alfie Bashford. Mentioned him, coming over from the UK. Fortuna Ramos taking the throw. It only took a couple minutes in the women's game to get a goal. It's a goal kick starting things off. Thought that might be a corner, but the call goes Central Maine's way.
Yeah, you mentioned Central Maine. Not quite the depth they had last year in that very successful season.
Still a lot of talent on this team.
A lot of talent.
Arno Nagasaza.
Yes, come on, Jordan!
Over on the far side, that's Isidoro Dominguez. All three Dominguez's back, Ivan, Isidoro, and Igor. Back of the Central Maine team.
So if you're not sure who's got the ball, Rob, just say Dominguez. You've got a third of a chance.
3-11, basically. That was Daniel Chismer who stepped up and booted that away. It's a throw-in now for Central Maine. Abdullahi. That's Tiro Nong, number 14, getting his first touch. Bimvi. Throw on that far side, that's Isidoro Dominguez. It's Ivan Dominguez. Ivan forced back. Defended extremely well that time. That's number 6, Landon Nichols from Maine Maritime. Nong. Forced back, aggressive defending by Maine Maritime, forces a turnover. Gabriel Toledo. That's right over here off the camera stand, and a throw in for Maine Maritime. Chismar is going to take this. And you see Daniel right there. Ronald Morgan. Caden Burr plays that all the way across the field. Good battle down there. Fortuna Ramos wins the throw-in for Maine Maritime. Fortuna Ramos back over there on the far side. Isidoro Dominguez with that takeaway. Bimvi. Now switch fields. Zubair Abdullahi. Moses Lumu, number 18, a big physical presence out there. Saw him in warm-ups. He was just blasting shots. Felt bad for the keepers. Nagasaza can't dither on the ball, and he didn't. John Dickinson bearing down. Now played ahead. It was Igor Dominguez trying to go down that touchline.
We'll let you know. It gets a little confusing. There are soccer goals across the way.
Right.
And sometimes if you're watching at home, you don't know that. You think that they're going in on goal, but those are across the way.
When drives that toward goal, was headed out of there. In the middle of that defense, Ronald Morgan. Ryan Smith putting the pressure on Abdullahi. Gomez played that back, number 10. Isidoro Dominguez. Too many Mariners there, however, couldn't get through. Back toward the keeper, Reagan Moynihan. Moynihan again. He's going to watch out. Ivan Dominguez. Kind of waiting and lurking. Nichols. Played well over the top, trying to connect there with Fortuna Ramos. He's got good speed. You can tell that early on in this game.
And both teams kind of feeling each other out right now.
Bashford belted that away. Maybe a chance now on the run is Tiro Nong. He'll just be beaten to it by Chismar, who blasts that out into touch for a Central Maine throw. Abdullahi on the throw for Central Maine. Nong. Beaten there by Chismar. A couple fine defensive plays for Chismar here in the early going. Abdullahi played that back. Now it's Mukala. Played out wide. There's Nong again. He'll be reacquainted with Chismar. Nong takes the shot, looking for the near post, and it's wide. Moynihan looked like he had that covered. Had that been on frame.
Yeah, going left-footed, came back to the right side, and good scoring opportunity. More dangerous than it really looked.
It's a good shot to take. Dangerous ball up the middle, but they'll get away with that. Played back to Abdullahi again. Pressure from Ryan Smith. That'll force it back to Nagasaza. The Mustangs keeper. Bashford. Isidoro Dominguez. Well played in that far side. Knocked down there. The defender over there is Eli Yetton. Headed forward, Yetton giving chase. Ivan Dominguez. Maybe an opportunity here to the left foot. A shot off the underside of the bar. Headed down, and the flag is up for offside. Close to the opener for Central Maine.
I think they called it a goal.
Oh, they called it a goal. It did go in. They're counting it. Tiro Nong getting the goal in the 8th minute. We saw a goal like that in the first game, the women's game, on a free kick set piece off the crossbar.
Well, let's look at it, Rob, and we'll see if we see it go in. Here it is.
And we'll see the shot. And you watch that play to Nong. He had that left-footed shot earlier. That was dangerous. This one doubly so. There it is off the underside of the bar. And yeah, it came down. Hard to tell from the angle we have. Spun right back out.
Well, wasn't definitive on that replay, but they must have seen it go in.
Wasn't much of an argument.
No.
Toledo dispossessed. Nong, who has the goal, ahead to Gomez. Gomez trying to play that right down the middle for Ivan Dominguez. And the flag is up for offside there as well.
Well, the Mustangs will get on the board first.
Both Ivan and Igor Dominguez both downfield. It was Igor who was the one ruled offside. So yeah, this time it took 8 minutes. It was 3 minutes in the women's game for the Mustangs to score. It took 8. Tiro Nong gets his debut goal. A Portland, Maine native. Igor Dominguez. Blasted away as they tried to force that through. That was Ronald Morgan who made the defensive play for Maine Maritime. There's Moses Lumu. Gimri. Nong. Lumu again using his strength. Thought he heard a whistle. He thought he was fouled as well. And the referee didn't call anything, so he lost the ball. Mukala. Mukala with it again. This time Mukala was held. And a free kick for Central Maine. They'll call that on Ruben Harrison. Harrison, the team leader in goals last year. Had 5 for the Mariners last season. Bashford. John Dickinson watching him. Now Maine Maritime perhaps in business, played over the top, too far for Xander Fortuna Ramos, and it's a throw in for Central Maine.
Too narrow.
Ghost up high and Orty Bimri. Trying to find Lumu, that was cut out by Nichols. Nichols still with it. Nichols, Abdullahi stood him up. Played all the way back. Ronald Morgan on the run. He's got some company there from Ivan Dominguez. Played back to Moynihan, the keeper. Eli Yetton. Now a through ball again. Here's a chance. Setting the left foot up again for a shot, that time right at the keeper Moynihan. As Tiro Nong looking for his second. Throw in now for Maine Maritime over on that far side. Ball bound for Gabriel Toledo. Central Maine doing a good job defensively, not letting those passes connect.
If you're just tuning in, I want to let you know 30-minute, 3:30s is what we're playing here. Agreement, both coaches. Gives them a little more time on substitution, do some coaching. They'll take 5 minutes break.
I think they'll switch ends every time, too.
So halftime won't be quite as normal as we get.
Time to take a sponsor break, and that's about it.
Yeah, we'll run a couple of breaks and the same amount of time.
Reagan Moynihan on the goal kick. Yetton. Bit of a dangerous ball. It popped up on Toledo. He was tackled. Referee said play on. Now it's stolen back by Dominguez. Trying to find Nong.
Little bit of slippage going on.
It is.
The turf gets slick as get a little dew and
Bashford again. Towering over most of the players out there. He's a tall guy. He and Moses Lumu both. Ramos playing back to the keeper.
yeah, Lumu was like a skyscraper back there.
Oh, Bashford's giving us some company.
Yes.
Is rolling over toward the touch line, and despite the best efforts of Gabriel Toledo, that went out of play.
Yeah, Toledo with some good footwork there. Almost kept that in right down in front of us.
Half second earlier, he probably would have. Zubair Abdullahi on the throw. Ukala. Abdullahi again. Dickinson giving chase. That went off for Ramos. Jeremiah Gomez, number 10. Nice run into the box. Gomez a shot. He's going across the face of goal. Dominguez was there, Ivan Dominguez. That shot rolls in. Good pressure by Central Maine. Lumu heads that high. Good hustle to come cut that out by Morgan. That Gomez pass, looking for Nong again. Abdullahi. Lumu. Pop that toward goal. The header down low. And a save by Moynihan.
Mariners having a little trouble getting set up offensively, Rob. It's been Mustangs have tilted the field here to our right.
Igor Dominguez on that header, awfully close. Ashford again making his presence felt. He's been impressive in the early going defensively. Now Maine Maritime working that right side. Not much room there, though. Dickinson. Another slip out there. Hayden Burr. Burr with it again. He'll pop that into the area, looking on the run for Dickinson. Or Ramos, excuse me. That was Xander Fortuna Ramos, 2, not 7.
Welcome fans of both teams in, Mariners fans.
Boys making the trip down from Castine tonight. Women's team and Central Maine 5-5. That was the final score.
Fun game.
Maine Maritime coming back twice. They were down 3-0 after about 15 minutes. Came back to 3-3, got down 5-3, and then came back late with a couple of goals in the second half.
Lots of things for both teams to learn about themselves in that game.
Jeremiah Gomez playing that through ball. Igor Dominguez. Igor shoots. Oh, that's a palm stinger as Moynihan went down and saved that nicely. Good velocity in Igor Dominguez's shot. Igor a couple of goals last season. Got them both in the same game against Paul Smith's college. It's a dangerous ball that might be taken by Dickinson. Bashford again just came in to tackle. That saved a brilliant scoring chance. Lumu. Who held it a little bit too long, scuffed the pass, but he's right back on it again. But handled it. And a free kick for Maine Maritime here in the 17th minute. Tyrone Nong's goal in the 8th, the only one so far. Fortuna Ramos. There's a give and go, a little too strong on their return pass from Nichols, and it's a Central Maine throw. Ronald Morgan went up and headed that away. Good air from number 5 out there, Blue. Alfie Bashford using the left foot. Isidore Dominguez. Igor Dominguez. Pass back into the area. And a shot by Bimry. He was off balance and couldn't put it on frame. Cody Bimry, the freshman, number 6. No subs yet for either team. Probably see wholesale subs at the 30-minute breaks.
Yeah, I think that's part of the reason they're doing that break too, Rob.
Different units for 30 minutes and kind of give most of them a chance, save injuries. Foul called. That goes against Central Maine. Aiden Burr had to advance on that. He just got there. Big time pressure put on by Tyrone Nong. Mustangs back in possession. Bashford rips that away. Headed forward again, Burr. Back to Morgan. Morgan under pressure from Ivan Dominguez. Now it's Nong. Tyrone Nong's already got one. So switch back to that left foot again. The square ball to Gomez went past him. Gomez right back on that. The pressure from Ryan Smith, the defender. Gomez shook him off for a shot. That pops high in the area. Headed back toward goal. Monahan, the keeper, giving chase, and he'll claim it for Maine Maritime. Fortuna Ramos. Given away to Moses Lumu. Nong. Lumu again. Lumu shaking off Gabriel Toledo. Size differential there. Gomez. That ball was handled as it bounced all the way through, so a free kick for Maine Maritime. He get caught Ordy Bimry's paw on the way by. Here, minute number 20, just the one goal. Now an attack down the right flank for Maine Maritime. Flag up, the ref says play on. Now he'll call and allow the free kick. Ruben Harrison's over there. Like Harrison's going to take this, number 11. So Harrison over the ball. He's got company over there. That's Ryan Smith, I think. Onto the area. And a little contact, but Nagasaza claimed it anyway.
Still down. He might have taken a shot.
Eli Yetton was the one who bumped into the keeper, came over to kind of give him a pad after that. Unintentional. And I don't know, Nagasaza shaking that off. They'll stop the clock. Dylan Wilkinson now in for Maine Maritime Academy. Hunter Kria's checked in. And Holden Nichols as well, number 16. And the trainer come out and take a quick look at Arno Nagasaga, the sophomore goalkeeper. Started 12 games last year, 1.21 goals against. An .810 save percentage. A very impressive season. I don't think there's any personnel change for Central Maine. Just a water break quickly for some of the players with a clock stoppage. As they quickly checked into Nagasaza. He's all right. We're back underway. Igor Dominguez. He was taken down. Free kick for Central Maine.
That's at least 10 yards. Full score.
Igor Dominguez, I believe, is taking this kick. That's Isidoro Dominguez, 8, not 9. Zelda Mukala, number 5, in the middle of that defense. Really haven't allowed Maine Maritime much for chances. Ronald Morgan blasts that away. Wilkinson, his first touch for Maine Maritime down that touchline. Broken up. Lumu played that ahead to Ivan Dominguez. Ivan gonna set something up over here in this near side for Nong, who has the goal. Nong taken down by Fortuna Ramos. It's a free kick for Central Maine.
You can't do that. You can't do that.
Nong pushing the ball back. Looks like Bimvi's going to take this free kick. Already Bimvi, number 6. Bimvi waiting for his teammates to set up. They're lined up along the 18. 7 Maine Maritime players defending up against same number of Mustangs. That shot just over the bar. He didn't want to pick anyone out of the 18. Bimby took the shot himself and came awful close.
Yeah, that was a tester.
Moynihan had that played nicely. He was there if it was low enough to be on frame, I think. Morgan. Crea. Fortuna Ramos now. Had to keep his balance. Played that to Toledo. Gabriel Toledo as they switch fields. Working on that left side. Down into the corner. That's Harrison, Reuben Harrison. Just went over the goal line. It's a goal kick for Central Maine. "24 minutes in, Tiro Nong's goal in the 8th minute, which we thought at first had just rattled the crossbar and then blown dead from offside on the rebound. But then the goal awarded. That's the only one so far, minute number 8.
Yeah, the whistle came because it was a goal. That's not the way that we were seeing it. And
well, the flag was up, so
yeah.
if the goal wasn't in, it would have been ruled offside on the rebound, but it was moot when the goal awarded. We'll stop the clock again. I don't know if Nagasaza is okay. You see Nagasaza out there. He's got his hands on his right leg. That might have been when the contact came with Eli Yetton on that corner. And it wasn't intentional. Yetton just trying to make a play. Incidental contact with the keeper, but incidental doesn't make it feel any better. Devin Cloutier, I'm sure, is going to play some tonight, but I don't think he was expected to jump in this early. And we'll see if he'll have to do that as they check out Nagasaza. Teams will get a water break here. Central Maine got one last time. Maine Maritime will take the opportunity here with 6:15 to go. We're in the 24th minute.
Yeah, we'll take a look at our next game coming up.
Next game's tomorrow night. Thomas College women will be here. First of 2 with Thomas. Thursday night and scheduled for Friday night. That's the men's game on Friday night, but we'll see about broadcast on that one because a little bit of rain in the forecast.
Yeah, we'll know more
And more tomorrow at this time.
We will. We'll get to talk to Dave, and he may be in communication with Thomas, and we'll have to see what the thought is. I mean, certainly regular season, you're going to play in the elements, but sometimes with a friendly, you might not do that. Teams are looking to get certain things out of these exhibition games and preseason games, and, you don't want to play, out in the rain right now and, not be able to work on the things you want to work on. So
no risk an injury.
Sure, and that too, although the turf is very forgiving.
It's a great turf here. But just going out and playing on a wet day, that's something coaches that usually, if they don't have to do that in a friendly way.
Yeah, and
err on the side of caution.
And the kids will be coming up to the end of their first week and, getting back after it practice-wise. They started preseason on Monday. Here it is Wednesday and playing a game, which you can do, of course, in soccer. And you know what the numbers the Mustangs have? They probably relish the opportunity here to be able to go out against a full 11.
Maritime set to head out on the road. I think these accountable games this weekend. They're at UNE on Friday and then head to New Hampshire on Sunday to take on New England College in Henniker. They have their home opener on the 12th of September against UMaine Presque Isle. Conference openers on Sunday the 9th, a week from Sunday against Maine Farmington. So they open up with 3 straight road games. And it looks like they'll be playing on Friday regardless, so that one is a accountable game down in Biddeford.
They're on the turf down there, Ed.
Yes. Foul called against Central Maine. A free kick for Maine Maritime right on that midfield stripe. Yetton gets us back underway.
I beat one and I couldn't let it.
Ronald Morgan.
Hold on, bounce it.
Toledo. Toledo's got the shot here and takes it. Nagasaza spilled it at first, spilled it in the second, made the save, and Bashford clears that away. Close to the equalizer for Maine Maritime. Gomez had to play that out wide. Isidore Dominguez. This is better for Maine Maritime. Mustangs had the bulk of the possession, but it's turned around a little bit in the last few minutes.
And best possession right there. They had a nice through ball and set them up offensively.
With Nagasaza potentially feeling the bit of that injury. That's a ball you wouldn't expect him to spill.
As it gets a little cooler, if you get like a Charlie horse or something, that could tighten up on you. You got to watch it.
Morgan under pressure, plays it out wide to Fortuna Ramos. Xander Fortuna Ramos. Good work on that tackle. That was Bimvey who made that stop. He has it now. Gordy Bimvey, tricky moves, kept that in. Abdullahi. Bashford.
Nice footwork on the touchline there, Rob. Keep it in.
Walking a tightrope over there. Isidoro Dominguez. Lumu played back to Bashford again. Now Isidoro, the captain. Dominguez trying to work past Dylan Wilkinson. Mustangs switch fields. They want Tiro Nong. Nong's got the goal. Had 2 good opportunities and cashed in one of them. Bimvey played that into space. First one there is Ryan Smith, the defender. He wanted Dominguez a little too far out of his reach. The 27th minutes, playing 3 30-minute periods. Now the long ball ahead for John Dickinson. Right into the area. It wasn't Dickinson running up with the ball. That was Toledo, who was spilled in the area. Looked up, thought maybe he'd get a call there. None forthcoming.
Go Xander.
Abdullahi asked to hurry. He got there a step too late. Ramos got there first and absorbed the contact, kept the ball. Referee says play on as that's popped into the area. And that's a corner now for Maine Maritime.
Get out, John, get out.
Toledo's taking the corner. And Dickinson right on that near post. 4 targets right by the 18. Right to the edge of the area now for a shot. Oh, ripped just wide. A chance there for Reuben Harrison. With his 5 goals last year, didn't miss by much on this occasion.
And nicely set up on the corner. Went far side.
No good. A car with its high beams is blasting me.
No. Yeah, you see that right now, shot. That's how they used to play night soccer in the old field.
This reminds me of being at places like Kai's Field in Fairfield. All the trucks line up in the end zone with the lights on for high school football. As Maine Maritime again. John Dickinson played out wide. Dickinson, number 7. Fortuna Ramos on the run. Here comes Nong. Dickinson stopped him. Gomez had a roll past. Morgan now for Maine Maritime. Wilkinson in the last minute of this first period. 3:30s here. Morgan played up. Wilkinson, number 3, knocked that out into touch. It's a Central Maine throw by the looks of things. And it is. Isidoro Dominguez had it taken away by Wilkinson. Quagmire over there on that right side. It was Holden Nichols who nudged that ahead for Maine Maritime as they play that down by the goal line. They called a foul or a goal kick down there. I see the Maine Maritime player Toledo not happy with the call. Looks like he called him for the foul. It won't matter much, though, as the horn about to sound, and that's it for period number 1. Tiro Nong's goal 8 minutes in is the only one. We'll take a 5-minute break. We'll be back for the second period. Don't say that in a soccer match all that much, but 1-0 after 1 period here in Auburn on Munzing Media.
Have you heard about free college?
It's free.
It's free.
It's free.
Recent high school graduates from the classes of 2020, 21, 22, and 23 can attend CMCC for free. The free college scholarship pays 2 years of tuition and mandatory fees. No income or age limits. What are you waiting for? It's free.
Leaving CM with no debt is going to set me up for my future.
Visit cmcc.edu/free for details.
Coaches know you can't win a game without proper planning and execution. Let Gosline Retirement Planning coach you into a confident retirement. Here at Gosline Retirement, we provide that proper planning and help you utilize a step-by-step approach on all facets of your retirement planning. We provide guidance on income planning, wealth management, understanding taxation, Medicare and long-term care, and legacy and estate planning. We pride ourselves on working hard for those who have worked hard their entire lives. So, schedule your appointment today and let the team at Gosline Retirement Planning put together a retirement game plan for you.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. Leveling the playing field for everybody.
Lights on for the first time here in Auburn. Starting the fall season at Central Maine Community College, our inaugural broadcast here on Munsing Media. Women's soccer and men's soccer doubleheader, 5-5 in the women's game between Central Maine and Maine Maritime, 1-0 after one period, playing 3 30-minute periods here in this contest. What a great debut for Tyrone Nong, who had a couple of wonderful scoring chances in that first period, and he cashed in a beauty for the only goal of the game in the 8th minute. And we'll see it right here, Nong with that left foot. Watch him switch to it. We didn't know this was a goal at first, as you'll watch this clatter off the crossbar, drop down, and then was headed. That's where the whistle came. The flag was up for offside, but they ruled the carom off the crossbar down behind the goal line, and a debut goal for Tyrone Nong, the only one of the contest so far. Central Maine had the better of the play in that first 30. They had the bulk of the scoring chances. Only just one opportunity to speak of for Maine Maritime. It came after Arno Nagasazu was bumped a little bit and shaking off the adverse effect of a slight injury. Mishandled the ball, and it turned into a scramble in the goalmouth. He made a couple of saves and was bailed out by his defense. But possession-wise, territorial-wise, you have to favor Central Maine Community College, and a deserved 1-0 lead after 30 as we get set to go for the second period. And we are going to switch sides. Because much like a hockey game, we'll just switch sides twice.
Yeah, getting ready for a great hockey season. Coach Canoran was watching a little bit earlier. You're already doing a great job with the program. They return a bevy of players.
Going to be strong again, aren't they?
They're really going to be strong again. Playoffs last year. First time they were eligible for the playoffs, made the playoffs. So fantastic season that they had. They returned a plethora of players from that team last year. Very exciting season. Greg Glenn and I be along for the calls of that one as Mr. Kennedy will be off doing Dartmouth hockey again this year.
Yep. We'll start early this year. Second week in October. New keeper for Maine Maritime. Justin LaBelle is in. The two new keepers on this Mariners team. Moynihan started. LaBelle's in now. Igor Dominguez putting on the Jets. Dominguez splitting defenders, but there's 4 of them there, and it was eventually knocked away by Holden Nichols.
Yeah, we've got a lot of traffic down to our left here that we're going to have to get management on that because we get blocked out and can't see the corners. They had cones there for the women's game, and everybody was back. It was nice. So that's why we have preseason. We'll get that worked out for you folks at home so you get a better view, and Mr. Kennedy needs a view as well.
Oh, yeah, I'm not calling any names and numbers and balls down in the corner. I have no idea. Played back down. This time it's Nong again. They'll play it back to the defense. Abdullahi. Bashford. Isidoro Dominguez. To Igor Dominguez. Igor. A little room over here on that left side. He's trapped between a couple defenders. Bimvey. Gomez, number 10. That's out into touch. Jeremiah Gomez again. It all the way across. Abdullahi. Got some pressure now from Ruben Harrison. Played down that sideline. That's Nong who's got the goal, but it runs out of space. A goal kick for LaBelle.
Hey, Lou, turn around. Look.
Played quickly. Yetton.
Good, move the ball.
Yeah, Maritime. Difficulty getting out of that back third. Nice and quiet. Gave that away, a shot, and parried away by LaBelle. He'll pick that up. Good blast from Bimvey.
Well, LaBelle finds himself right in the middle of the action. Good save there. His initial save of the game.
2.5 minutes into this contest for him, and he was tested. There's Bimvey again making a nuisance of himself. Nichols. Lumu steals. And there's LaBelle again running down the loose ball. Dylan Wilkinson trying to get by Isidoro Dominguez. Easier said than done as that's forced away. Igor Dominguez. Igor looking for options. Two players spilled down. Wilkinson.
Still in, James. Still in. Closing down.
Bashford. Nice keep over on the touchline. Isidoro Dominguez to Lumu. Moses Lumu. Kala, number 5, in the middle of that defense. It's played nicely by Toledo. Foul assessed against Central Maine. A free kick for Maine Maritime.
Hold it. Can we find hold it? Hey, hold Hunter.
Colton Nichols. Very aggressive on the ball, Central Maine. Nichols had some space, but was closed down very quickly. Isidoro Dominguez to Igor. He was between two defenders. There's Bashford. I'm impressed with his debut. Bashford played that behind. It might work out, though, as Jeremiah Gomez would run this down. And he does. Gomez trying to catch the keeper unaware from distance, an ambitious shot, and a goal kick for Maine Maritime.
Yeah, Bashford with those long strides can close quickly. Two nice plays right in front of us here in the last couple of minutes.
And long strides and nice touch as well.
If no one's behind, if they don't have a guy behind you, then you can step. It's fine.
It's Bashford again. He'll head that out to safety. Josh Martin from Maine Maritime's got the throw. Trying to find James Bauer. There's a foul called against Bashford.
Hey, 19, you got to play easy. Yeah, what are you looking at, 19?
They actually called a throw, not a foul. This time they'll get the foul on Bashford. They could have played advantage there, but award the free kick instead. It's in a good position for Maine Maritime, just outside the area. Hunter Crea is going to take this by the looks of things. He's number 8 over the ball right now. Dylan Wilkinson advancing to help out. Crea setting up left-footed.
Almost a short corner type situation that they have here.
Shorter with a better angle. Wilkinson might take this instead. We'll see. Nope, it's Crea. Defended nicely by Central Maine as they clear it out for now. Holden Nichols trying to regain possession. Couldn't quite do so. Bashford. Igor Dominguez. As Isidoro. Play that long. Sniffed out nicely that time by Maine Maritime.
Play! Short! Good! Dylan, help us!
Isidoro Dominguez heads that right back into the middle.
Good, hold it! Swift!
And Ivan Dominguez over there.
Take a touch!
Couldn't quite connect. Now Maine Maritime trying to counter. Bashford breaks that up.
Mason, it doesn't have to be one!
Ivan Dominguez.
Body position, Dylan. Body
Yeton.
position. Man come in.
Wilkinson. Isidoro Dominguez right there with him, forcing it back. Eli Yeton with it again. There's not many options as far as trying to advance the ball from Maine Maritime. They're being patient and taking their time, but not a lot of choices. Ruben Harrison played that back. Central Maine really forcing the Mariners to be patient and play a patient attacking game. And methodical and working it back up the pitch. It's played over to the Maine Maritime, or the Central Maine crowd rather, and it's a Mustangs throw.
Run out here, okay?
First sub coming in for Central Maine. Justin Violet's come over. He'll check in momentarily. So out to play that, LaBelle, the keeper.
You're the one that steps out and gets pressure on the ball.
Naman Wahid coming over as well. He'll check in too.
Check down, Dylan. You can get in the hole.
James Bauer lurking back there behind the defense if they could get it to him. He's alternating between being on and off side, but he's certainly a target out there for Maine Maritime. But the problem is it's just hard to open a pass up to get it to him. Now Bauer calling for it now. Wilkinson carrying. They played it into the middle instead. No one there in blue. Too easy for Zubair Abdullahi. Nagasaza. Emu played out wide to Bashford. Isidore Dominguez. Popped up high by Ivan Dominguez. And I call a handball on that, a free kick for Central Maine. The 40th minute. Our second of 3 30-minute periods. Isidore Dominguez. Igor Dominguez. Igor, nifty move. Putting that in the air toward the goal. Almost a miscommunication. It results in a corner. Harris Stoddard, I think that was, number 20, sliding back over. It was Stoddard, making sure that his keeper didn't have to bother with it. Here's the corner. Bouncing around the area, maybe a chance now to set something up. Ooh, big collision going down hard is Bimvey.
Bounced right up.
Nichols coming in, charging hard, commits the foul. And a free kick now for Central Maine.
My guess is that athletic director Dave Gagne was in watching inside. heard the comments about the kids being close up the line, get in the golf cart, came over, moved it back. Thanks, Dave. That's awesome. They're just trying to be good fans. So,
yeah.
You know,
they didn't know.
Yeah. I think mostly
no
baseball kids there.
Oh, yeah. Ryan Palmer's bunch.
No, nothing at all malicious about it. Just made our job a little hard.
And Maritime's really been trapped in the back half most of this second period.
Playing 3 periods. Like I told Rob at the break, I'm not sure what I'm going to put up for the third period. We'll probably just
keep second up. We'll just tell everybody.
We'll just keep saying when the if people tune in, they'll see the time and think it's the second half anyway. So
true. Sullivan McCullough made a nice play back there. Another impressive debut. Some new players on this team that have really made an impact. McCullough, Bashford, and of course Nong, the goal scorer. And Bimvey as well has had a good game. Here's Justin Violet. I think that was his first touch. Very nicely defended that time. That was Holden Nichols. Trying to set an attack up here, James Bauer. Bauer and Isidore Dominguez in a foot race down that touch line. And Dominguez commits the foul. It's a free kick for Maine Maritime.
Thomas College in tomorrow night, women's, and Friday night, men's. Be another good test for the Mustangs to face off against NAC opponents tonight and on Thursday and Friday.
Battling the NAC opponents. Husson was here last year. Women traveled to Castine to play Maine Maritime. A very good early season tune-up, or preseason tune-up, I suppose, is the best way of describing it.
And it's really good for the NAC teams to play a good opponent.
Sliced a little bit of that shot. There was room there for Crea. But he just sliced it a bit off that left foot. It's a goal kick.
Because I think they're going down. Didn't you say somebody's going down to play Southern Maine as well, of course?
Well, the Maine Maritime women, they're taking on SMCC, yes.
Yeah.
I think that's up in Castine. That's their first home game. Friday is when that's scheduled for. So, again, with the weather coming in, we'll see if that game happens. Great tackle there by Dylan Wilkinson.
Southern Maine women in the national championship game last year.
Yes, they were. Bauer, shot, and a goal. He beat Nagasaza to tie the game. James Bauer has been lurking, and against the run of play, Maine Maritime has tied things up in the 44th minute. Bauer just showing the speed. He got in on goal and was able to outrace Nagasaza and chipped it past the keeper. We'll see it here. The first opportunity that Maine Maritime's had in quite some time. Look at Bauer's speed. Just got there before Nagasaza, and a nifty chip. Doesn't need to blast that into the back of the net, just needs the accuracy. And it's one apiece. Kind of a goal out of nowhere as Central Maine has had all the possession, most of the opportunities. But an opportunistic tally, and here they come again. Wilkinson, he was broken up near the 18. Alfie Bashford. That left foot up over the top. That's chipped toward goal and headed down. There was a chance there for Igor Dominguez. Coming back to make that defensive play, Harris Stoddard. Knew his keeper was out. Isidoro Dominguez right to the 18. Violet was there. He'll chase this. Was out hustled that time. Excellent speed. Mason quiet. Here comes Maine Maritime again. Ruben Harrison. Nagasaza down to claim. Pushing the halfway mark here. One goal apiece. Tiro Nong. For Central Maine, James Bauer canceled that out moments ago. Igor Dominguez. Bimby into the area, still with it. Played that across the face of goal, was deflected in there in front by one of the defenders. Yetton, I believe. Back and forth we go. It's been end-to-end all of a sudden. Mariners with it again. Harrison. Wilkinson, Bauer calling for it. He has the goal. Wilkinson keeps it himself this time. Was bumped off. A foul call and a free kick. In a very good position for Maine Maritime.
Well, that Bauer goals really get them on the offensive, Rob. They'd been pinned in their own end a lot. You said that they were lurking, and they're not lurking anymore. They're coming out with some offensive firepower. The Mariners. Excellent opportunity right here.
Referee placing the ball. Let's see, he'll take this from Maine Maritime. Wilkinson's there, Harrison's there. Hunter Crea, number 8, is there too. About 25 yards out.
Moses, get big, babe.
Well, big boys in that wall. There's the shot. Punched away as the Crea shot around the wall. No problem at all for Nagasaza. Matthew Villeneuve coming in now for Maine Maritime. We'll also see Spencer Rubin. And Davin Cloutier will come in and take Nagasaza's spots. Each keeper will play right around 45 minutes. That change coming just 2 minutes after the halfway mark. Thought you'd see Coach McCormick do that. Play each for about half the contest, and that's what's resulted here. Ashford knocks that away. Justin Violet giving chase. He was outpaced. Naman Waheed played that toward Violet. That was last touch by Maine Maritime. The flag pointing in Central Maine's direction. And allows Zubair Abdullahi back into the game, number 16, as you watch him running away from the camera. Abdullahi will replace Naman Waheed. Abdullahi will come right back in and take the throw. Didn't expect a game like the women's game with 10 goals. This has been entertaining with a couple. Didn't take long for Tiro Nong to score in the 8th minute, in the 44th. James Bauer equalized for Maine Maritime. So a goal in each period so far. Here's Bimvey. Bimvey into the area. Tried to play that across. Igudo and Mingus is in the area. That shot ripped just wide. So the opportunity fell. Mariners playing it back quickly. Trying that left side. That's Stoddard over there. Stoddard continuing to carry. Dylan Wilkinson. Bashford. Back heeled that away. He was in between two players. Clever play by Bashford.
Well, that was nifty.
It sure was. A touch risky, though, but he did that with poise. Bauer moved that ahead. It was Zelda Mukala who made that defensive play, number 5. Looks like he came up lame for a little bit, but he's stretched out a touch. Looks like he'll stay in. He's all right. Just reached down and grabbed the back of his right leg for a moment, right in the calf. Nichols. Holding Nichols there again. LaBelle, the keeper, can't pick this up, so he'll play it over to this right side. Spencer Rubin, headed away by Isidoro Dominguez. Martin. Wilkinson's been all over the ball. Lumu manhandles him. It's a free kick. And Lumu's got to be careful as well, kicking that away. He can get booked for time wasting. Martin played back to the keeper. LaBelle all the way out to play it. As Maine Maritime resets. They've had the better of the possession in the last 5 or 6 minutes. The goal has really energized them.
Stay there, Dylan. Stay there. Check out.
Stoddard.
Check out.
Now it's Central Maine having a hard time getting back in possession. Rubin playing the ball over the top. Out comes Davin Cloutier. He'll pick that up, make his first claim. Violet. Abdullahi. Lumu played back. Alfie Bashford again. Dominguez.
Man, no, man coming. You have time, you have time, you have time.
Bimvey.
Moses, man.
Moses Lumu.
Jerry.
Doherty Bimvey again, right by the touchline. Patient, deliberate game now by Central Maine, but they turn it over. Bashford played it right out of the air, made a nice move to work his way around Villeneuve. Now a race going on here. Good slide by Martin. He got there in front of Menard.
So because of the light situation, we're not stopping the clock at all.
Got
So 30 minutes straight.
Yep, we got it.
We'll drag off the injured.
All right. So third period set to go here in Auburn. We're going to play 30 straight minutes. The lights are set to go off at 10 o'clock, and it is currently 9:19. So with goals, injuries, etc., you cut that awful close. So once the ball is kicked, it'll be 30 minutes as the Mustangs look to get back level. Maine Maritime trying to hold on to this 2-1 lead. Central Maine really controlled most of the first half of this contest, but the James Bauer goal halfway through in the 44th minute really turned the tide. The Maine Maritime's been controlling play and possession ever since, rewarded with a Mason Quiet goal. Quiet's goal coming off a free kick. Central Maine once again going from left to right in their home Reds. Maine Maritime and the Blues, they'll go from right to left. Xander Fortuna Ramos popped that high. Aiden Burr was there. Justin Violet, rather. Fortuna Ramos again. Dickinson touched it back out his way. Fortuna Ramos knocked that out past the goal line. He was the last to touch it, I believe, and it's a goal kick for Central Maine. A very interesting third quarter coming up here. I haven't said that, or third period, I should say. I haven't said that in a soccer broadcast, I think, ever. Not the interesting part, but the third period part. My coach is taking a couple of breaks, adjusting things, sending in varied personnel. I wanted a couple of breaks to